Looking dapper.
See, I think I'll just leave it like that. I don't think changing that up at all is going to help the system anymore. Probably what we need is just more of the electrolyzers, really. So even the electrolyzers seem to be struggling a bit. Oh. No. I was going to say, if this is backed up enough, then this would really struggle. But no, it's not that. See, that is just pushing more hydrogen down, but it's not actually increasing the amount of hydrogen in this system up here. So let's pop this down to 1650. There we go. Hopefully that's going to make a bit of a difference. Deconstruct this. A little pockets of oxygen around here. I'm not really sure why, but... Okay. At least there's a decent amount of hydrogen now being sent along. Occasionally it is going to grab a little bit of oxygen, I guess, but I'm fine with that just being repaired as and when the need arises. Right, is this still an power plant? Yes, it is. Is this generating more than... No, it's only 800. It doesn't seem that they've tuned that up at all, which is annoying. Is this not active? I have no idea. Oh well. We want consumable ore, and specifically we want coal. And for this to be a reasonably high priority. And since these are all power plants, I'm gonna... Oh, really? I'm gonna say that these should all also be a reasonably high priority. Have a look. Any oxygen moving along? Not really. But it's getting a little close.
Looking dapper.
Yeah, there's this little packet of oxygen escaping here and there. Oh, well. Well, thank you very much, Sumi. 40 months in a row. Wow. That is a lot of months. You are not wrong. That is many, many months. My goodness. Yeah, that's a shame that there's so much oxygen getting through, but there isn't a great deal I can do about it, unfortunately. We'll see. Alright. Getting over there. Gonna be a bit of a potch, but I think we're up to it. We want to send dupes all the way down to about here. Dig through. Actually, that, you know, it's got its other benefits as well. You can access all of this. Oh, it's gonna be good. That comes across to about here. And then we'll just go down from about this location. Right? What? Can I not build? There we go. Let's find out what we got. I'll actually cancel these bits for now. Until we've got that better set up. However, we are going to completely mine out all of the algae around there. Let's make all of this a very high priority. So I very much want to know what all of that is. Find out up here. Steam is just slowly accumulating into massive amounts of liquid. How are we doing for food? We're doing great for food. Got a little bit of stress. It's not awesome, but you know, it's not terrible either. And the carbon dioxide is being consumed by the algae terrarium. And as that gets consumed, this is very breathable oxygen up there. Very nice. Too much that I really need to do there. Given that, I'm going to say we can take this one down. Might be a bad move, but we'll see. We're going to see what we can do by slowly removing some of the oxygen generators in rooms where we're pumping oxygen. And I'm also going to count this as that as well. Let's get rid of that. Really? You didn't, did you? No, you did. Okay. At this point, though, I think we're probably ready to build a few more beds. Oh, it's been so long. We're up to cycle 140 right now. Let's go slowly with this. Maybe only 2 new beds. So we'd want like one there, one here, for example. We could perhaps even have one there, in which case we'd... No, let's only get 2. Making things out of granite, so they're especially nice. I am going to have to move all those pipes, of course. In fact, since I know where they're going to go, I should move them now. Okay, there's no electric wires going up there. That's good to see. There are going to be these, though. And also some gas pipes as well. As soon as that's done, I'll delete all of that. Then we'll get all of this set up. But now that we've got it, it's time for a new dupe. And it has been a long time since we had a new dupe in the colony. Okay, James. Sorry about that. Right, okay, so Bert, Mima, and Stinky. Great. Castrophobia. Rightio. Can't cook, slow learner, diver's lungs, narcoleptic, uncultured diver's lungs. Interest in digging and building, also an interest in ranching. You've got 2 learning. You've got an interest in research and ranching. You're germ resistant. Good. Good. This Stinky has never been invited to a party, which is a shame. His dance moves are incredible. Well, we can't say no to someone who can dance. Very well. I think this is going to have to be Sumi. Welcome, Sumi, to the colony. I could make beds out of gold, I guess. Can I? Can I make golden beds? No. I cannot make a golden bed unless I can make them out of refined gold. I've already got 425 kilograms of refined copper. I don't think I'd need more than that to do with that. So, probably can't make them. How about we also get this place swept up, eh, guys? Come on now. This place is a sty. get our home made better. Starting at the top and working our way down. That's just annoying. Okay. Well, if I expose this, they'll be able to build from outside. There we go. This room's quite nice, actually. Nom 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 nom. Ah, I do need a door there for it to be considered a room. There we are, mess hall. So it's got a stress relief bonus now. Perfect. Well done on the job. Also, Sumi, we need you to start learning to be a gopher. And oof, that's not bad. You got a research assistant. Because if not, no, you do. So you're going to be a scientist then. I need someone who can be, in order to go and do stuff with volcanoes, apparently. Oh, what's the temperature down here? Reasonably warm. Very warm in here. Actually, that's not too bad, because it's probably killing off the germs. 29% dead per cycle. That is not so bad. That is not so bad at all, actually. I like that. What else are we seeing right now? Asteroid is okay. The algae terrarium's doing its job to try and get rid of some of the CO2 that's building up down there. Generally speaking, though, well, actually, this one's done a really decent job. It's starting to filter it out. There we go. Enjoy. Right, now that's done, let's get all of this deconstructed as a very high priority. Oh, wait. It hasn't been done, actually. Try it. Where should we... I'm going to have to look into ranching, but where are we going to set up a ranch? How big can a ranch be? Stable. 96 tiles, just needs a ranching station in there, okay. Shouldn't be a big issue. Have I got everything else? I think I've actually got every type of room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I don't. So what do I lack? I've got the latrine, I've got a barracks, I've got a mess hall, I've got a med bay, I've got a power plant, I've got a greenhouse, I don't have a stable, and I do have a recreation hall, so I must miscounted then. Okay, so we've just got to build a stable then in that case. It's the last thing we're going to need. Maybe over here somewhere? Might be fine. Now, the thing is, if we have morbs in there, they're going to produce polluted oxygen. If we have puffs in there, they're going to produce slime. What I'm going to need to make them happy, I don't know, so that they breed. I have no idea. However, that is absolutely something I'm going to want to do. I'll have to find out. Any other volcanoes on this map? What? Stable. Right on. Not seeing any more neutronium platforms. But we've got a lot more to explore before we've done everything, so could well be plenty out there. There's loads of algae there, wow. There'll be a decent chunk down here. Actually, there's a little bit there. May as well get that slime out there as well. In fact, might as well go down here. Grab this as well. They haven't unearthed the geyser and the slime yet, but it won't be too much longer now. But that's all been built, so we can now happily deconstruct all of that and set up the remaining bits of furniture for this room. So we want another cot. We want a sculpting block. Actually make it out of granite. What just happened there? Oh, right, you're breaking that, of course. No, I want a bit out of granite, please. We'll have this one made out of granite as well. And I'm not going to put a light in here. We'll get a flower pot. There we go. Perfect. It should be actually a very, very pleasant room to be in. Got a lot of things for them to go and collect, so I'm hoping they're going to get to popping all of that into the storage chambers. We've got loads of room, so it's just a priority right now that's affecting that, I guess. There you go. Ooh, I should bring this down a little bit. Wow, Sumi, you do not move very fast. I've got to be honest. Bit of a slowpoke. And you're off to bed. There we go. You've got a very long way to walk. I could just run that straight down, but just in case I let any water in, I wanted to pool up in here instead. Though I guess I could just allow it to drain all the way down there. I don't think that would be wise, though. Personally, I think that would be a massive pain in the bum. Wow, Sumi took that long to get back to bed. Poor Sumi. That was a very long trek, I guess. Actually, yeah, I suppose so. If you're outside and you have to go back through, that is a long way to go. Sumi does move really slow compared to the others. Strange. Let's make an easier way for them to get around, though. So, let's deconstruct you. Actually, no, don't deconstruct that one. Airflow tile there, though. Deconstruct. here, here. Just making sure I'm not deleting something I don't want to delete. And we shall build you all a fireman's pole. Just waiting on someone to get rid of that for me. Not you, unfortunately. Yeah, we're back down to not actually having much polluted water at all anymore. Ooh, that's not good. No sink should back up like that. It's actually really, really, really important that they don't. Okay, we need to redesign that. Ooh, glad I noticed it, but I'm embarrassed that it took me this long to. We need this sink to split at this point. Otherwise, and this is going to upset a lot of people now. Let's get rid of that. Otherwise, there'll come a time when this sink can't be used. People are just walking past this sink without washing because that's completely backed up. Oh, dread. Much sad. Okay. It will now split properly. I mean, I could leave that there, but I'd rather not. But basically, I need this to always be here. This way, as people use this sink, it won't get threatened to get backed up like it had done, so it's always going to be a useful sink. But it was also denying water back into the grey water loop. I know, this is disgusting. I know. It hasn't even finished yet. The worst of it's still to come. There we go. That better not be made of gold. No. Phew. Okay, Dilek. Okay, folks, I have to head off. It's been great seeing you in person rather than just on YouTube. Thank you very much for streaming, Aavak, and make sure you look after yourself. Cheers, and hope to see you all again soon. Same to you, mate. Have a good one. Yeah. Where's Slowpoke Sumi? I think it's just they're not used to wearing the exosuits. It's practically dawn again, Sumi. Like, damn it. I really wanted to go to sleep, but now I cannot. It sucks. We got all of this. We still haven't actually swept all of this up yet. How much is up there? Quite a lot, actually. My lord. Ooh, leafing finally. See how much power. Oh, come on. Oh, is it because it keeps getting damaged, maybe? And actually might be repairing it with gold amalgam. No, okay. Yeah, there we go. 1,200 by itself. That's amazing. Well worth it. But actually, there's loads of oxygen in the pipe. Wow, the base is completely backed up. That was not something I was expecting to see. That was really not something I was expecting to see. Cassandra is complete with an electrical engineer. Well done, Cassandra. Let's get you down here. Ooh. You haven't got the research assistant job. Very well. Have a look at a gas filter. How much can it process? Seems it can move quite a lot, actually. If I wanted to stop this taking damage all the time, and then it requires gold amalgam to fix, I could, I suppose, check. Well, first, how much is on this network? 720. We could afford another vent. 720 on this one, 720 on that one. That is not bad. All right, we can make this happen, sure. The idea would be then to in fact, one thing we could do, instead of having two pumps, we could right now, the oxygen in the base is backing up so much that we're not going to be able to push this around much more. And I think that's what's jamming all of the oxygen into this pipe. Okay, so here's the plan. It's a cunning plan, I feel. We are going to bring down the gas from here, all the way down here. Then, this one is going to go across instead. And up. It's going to be a bit of a mess in this room, but there's not too much we can do about that. I want a new gas filter here. Now the problem is I haven't got enough room. Actually, a gas bridge there would still work. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Gas bridge there would work. Okay, so let's get back to this gas bridge. Like so. We're going to scrap all of this. Oh, just this part, and then gas pipes. Let's hurry up and get that one done first. Once that's done, we'll continue the rest. Basically, we're going to pass it through two filters. I'm going to have them, both gas pumps pump into the same first filter. That will filter out oxygen and put it through the cooler. Everything else will go through another filter that will filter out hydrogen and send it off to the hydrogen generator. And anything that's left is going to be pumped outside. So that'll include natural gas and CO2. Hopefully they'll get that one done fairly quickly. There we go. Now this is going to shut down pretty much the entire setup here, which is a little bit worrisome. We're going to need to get up fairly high. And break this. Right there. We will then run that down from here to the crossover, right there. We're then going to want another filter. Actually, no. I want, like so. We're going to want another gas bridge. There we go. And that is a fantastic reference there. Umbra Draco, well played. Go down there, like so. And we will build the gas filter in this little spot here. It is going to mean that we're going to have to get some more energy down there, but it's not a big deal. And instead we can pop this, well, let's not pop it there, let's pop it up by here instead. Right, how are we going to hook up the power? Oh, we've got enough power here that I can just do that. Okay, there we go. Crack on, people, we need this work done right now. Pretty happy with what we've managed to do actually today. Really happy, in fact. Go. Right, before you go any further, gonna need this going all the way up. Because this needs to isolate hydrogen. And once all of that is, it's gonna break a couple of times before we're done. But once that is done, it should be much better. But yeah, currently the base is like just massively pressurized. Building lacks resources. Alky distiller, that's fine. There we go, and this gas vent is overpressurized. I'm not too surprised. What's the pressure in these areas? Ultimately, it is way overpressurized, to be fair. Let's see. Down here. That is much more pressurized. Oh, actually, no. Some parts aren't. Stick that out if we can. Just to allow the gases to move around a little bit more. Additionally, I would actually like this dug out at this point. Let's move the ladders down. And deconstruct these ones. Shouldn't bother them too much because they're wearing their exosuits. Okay. That is unfortunate. That was a very, very unfortunate thing to have done. You chose really poorly, Cassandra. Super poorly. Now I've got to open this up. You scallywag. And she's like, what are you trying to do?
Looking dapper.
Silencio Steve? I think that's how I would pronounce your name. Thank you very much for the subscription. Much appreciated. Hey Shellbell, how you doing? And yeah, the stream's been up for 8 hours and 3/4 now. Not too bad. Yeah, this gas vent is going to struggle a bit. How much gas is blocked up? Not too much actually, so it's alright. Ooh, that's a problem. The whole thing is starting to back up a bit now. On the plus side, look at all of that beautiful hydrogen. Just waiting to get through. And look at all of this crazy amounts of CO2. Just sat there. Okay, what's that? A little bit of polluted oxygen, that's fine. Honestly, we don't need that there anymore, so let's just deconstruct it. I mean, I could just... Actually, no. Just disable the building. Being said, this is a negative impact on the... how pretty the room is. So, yeah, sure, get rid of it. Have we finished the sweeps? We have finished the sweeps. Still haven't done anything with this. Pinch of pepper seeds. I guess we could put the pinch of pepper seeds... I don't know. I'll pop it over here. Pinch of pepper seed, there we are. Balm lily seed as well can go in there. But once that's done, we are going to want to do another sweep job on the top, but this time a bit lower. There we go. That's going to keep our dupes busy for a little bit. But I'm seriously happy with how things are going so far. What's the decor?
Looking dapper.
Decor isn't awful in that room, despite everything. I mean, it's certainly not good. That is awful, but this area is just rubbish. The main corridor, ugh, disgusting. Oh, thank you very much, Steve, once again. Gifted a sub, this time to Sir Therim. That's incredibly kind of you. This is your first gifted sub on the channel. Please put some love in chat. Thank you so much, Steve. That's so kind of you. Aavak, been good. Sorry I've been missing in action lately. Been looking for work. I had a new place to live. Ah, fair enough. I hope you're finding... Well, I mean, I guess since you said you've been looking, that you found one? If not, I hope you find one soon. We could do a bit more research, actually, at this point. We've got algae down there that people aren't needing because there's so much air. In fact, that will mean that my algae deoxidizers aren't functioning right now. Probably too much oxygen around. In fact, deconstruct this one. On priority 9. And I think I'm going to ask you to vent into this room. And also deconstruct that. We don't need that. You know what? Oxygen is one of the lighter of the gases we've got. Why am I building it on the bottom? Derpy. Very derpy. At this point, let's just go all in and connect every one of the rooms along. And disconnect these ones. And we'll do exactly the same on this side. Ooh, really low on iron ore now. Well, we can fix that fairly easily. Perfect. Let's go in and grab as much of that as we can. Quite a few mobs dotted around. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, right. Mine the volcano. This is eruption period is 91 seconds every 11,957 seconds. Miniature volcano that periodically erupts with molten magma. Could I get that analyzed? Additionally, can I get this one analyzed too? I super want to analyze this one as well if I can. Find out more about them. Learn their secrets. Whoop. There's not too much I can do about this. I should really just let that vent. I mean, some of it is just water. I wonder if it's because this is... Oh no! Oh no! It crashed! Oh! I was just thinking to myself, you know what, I'll probably wrap up the stream soon. I've been going for a long time. Let's see. Oh, thank goodness. Load, yes. 147. Yes, the game says Betty by time for me, so yeah, we're going to be wrapping up on that note. But I will load in just so I can save it regularly. Yeah, okay, we didn't lose much. In fact, we were right here. That's good. That is very good. Let's save. Yes. Well, I mean, technically it's stream 2 now, so I guess I shall make a new save. There we go. Yes. Oh, that was almost terrible. And I'm gonna do the really stupid bad thing that I often do,
dapper.
which involves saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna stop now," and then I totally have every intention of stopping. Absolutely, every single intention of stopping. But you see, it's just that, I mean, such a fun game, you know, and I mean, it wouldn't hurt if I just went a little bit longer. I mean, it's not like he's going to upset anyone. Whoop. How hot is it up here? It's pretty warm, actually. Yeah, it's somewhat hot. Somewhat very warm. Is this in its... I lack a tenured scientist. Do I need a tenured scientist for all of them? Poop. I do, apparently. Okay, that's cancelling that plan. It was a silly plan, anyway. We'll go up and around, and we'll link in up there somehow. And then we'll cool it somehow, and then things will be better. Eventually. I do need a tenured scientist, though, rather urgently at this point, then. Super need a tenured scientist. Like, crazy badly.
Looking dapper.
I'm going to let Leafin finish that, but I'm going to start putting a lot more people down here on sciencey stuffs. How about I get someone to do sciencey things? Oh, that would be good, I'm sure. Alright, let's... Valve miniaturization. We'll go all the way there. But that's going to be it for this stream, I think. Well, how long have we been going? 8 hours and 54 minutes. 9 hours, pretty much. Let's have a quick once-over, though, shall we? Oh, and thank you so much for the additional gifts. Up to 3 gifts already. Welcome to the Dapplings, a Crazy Kiwi, and also Dragon Elf 639. But yeah, so in today's stream, we started off with, I think, more or less just kind of this. We didn't have a power room, but we had much of this done. We had exosuits and just. So what we've built is we have done quite a lot of excavation. This probably the biggest thing that characterizes this stream is how much we've explored outside of the main base. Not entirely by choice, I'll be honest. We kind of needed to for a lot of it. We've done a little bit of exploration around here, but not too much around this area. But we've done quite a lot of exploring of the slime biome. Wow, I say a lot, but we connected up to the ice biome, and we have gathered up all of the weezeworts that we could find there. Was there another ice biome? I'm not sure. Didn't see one, but that has allowed us to cool down our farming areas at the very least. And if we have a look at this, yeah, you know what? Most of the base isn't actually that warm, which is nice to see. We are also piping fairly cool air around the base. Thanks to this, we could make it even cooler if we wanted to. So we're pushing that around the base. We've made an oxygen generation center with 2 electrolizers, which are the output, which is hydrogen and oxygen, is being gathered by my 2 pumps here, filtering the oxygen, which is then pumped through and cooled, and the hydrogen is pumped direct to my hydrogen power generator. We have got an actual power plant now, so these are being kept tweaked by Leafin. And Apple Fumble is finished with a career job. Let's set you up as a scientist, please, Apple Fumble. We can't. Need you to be a research assistant then. Let's get you down there. We've also added a metal refinery, though we're not really using it much. We haven't got much use for metals at the present time. But one of the big things we've done is we've actually made 2 proper hydroponics farms, which are now making bristle blossoms, which we are using to make gristle bristles. Which honestly is keeping us pretty good with food. Gristleberries, gristle bristles. We've got gristleberries instead of bristleberries. I don't know. It's just in my head is the family nest and the thistle whistle. But anyway, we still got a decent amount of lice loaf and meal lice about, but we're not using that actively. We're pumping our clean drinking water into the bristleberries, into the bristle blossoms rather. And as far as our grey water, we drained a large polluted water lake and have completely filtered that out. And presently we're using that to make our oxygen. So it's not a bad use for it, I don't think. I think we're doing fairly well. Clarissa, sitting up tonight with a sick kiddo. Thanks for keeping me company into the lonely hours of the morning. Oh, I'm really sorry that your kiddo's sick. I hope they get better soon. But yeah. And yeah. I find it hard to think of how to pronounce your name. Ahmed? Is that maybe it? Maybe I need to go back to my Welsh roots at the hard ch instead of the soft ch. But yeah, I will be wrapping up momentarily. We probably do want to set up a new farm reasonably soon, and I can also get a new duplicant, but I'm going to leave that for the next episode, next stream. I think we've got at least one more stream to go, and at the moment I'm fairly happy with where the colony is. We're doing all right for food. We're doing all right for oxygen. We're doing very all right for oxygen, actually. And water is fine as well. So on the whole, yeah, pretty solid, honestly. We're currently drawing quite a lot of liquid there. But last look at our oxygen overlay. Doing stonkingly well. In fact, how about we look at reports? So, yesterday we generated 31,000 kilocalories and removed 24,000. Not too bad. Stress increased by 111%. We reduced it by 192%. Disease status added 9,933 germs and didn't remove any, so, you know, germs increased. We generated 500 kilograms worth of oxygen, but used 558. So we are actually consuming oxygen faster than we're making it, but part of that is that we can't push the oxygen into the pipes fast enough at the moment. We are doing that a little bit more on this side, but it's still a little bit overpressurized, and that's just going to build up over time. We're probably going to see that a lot of this will just... Well, actually, it might not back up, but that might have been the best thing for us to do, because the main issue we had is we couldn't do anything with the oxygen we were producing. It was just backed up completely. Got a fair chunk of polluted oxygen in here right now, though. How did that get in there? Oh, overpressurized. Yeah, we can't pump the polluted oxygen out fast enough. That's going to be an issue, actually. We're going to need to resolve that. That is going to be a big issue. I think we're going to actually have to start stripping out the CO2. We're going to need carbon scrubbers, pretty much. Out there as much as in here. We'll get to that, though. But that's going to be it for me. So, thanks, everyone. Let's switch over to the ending screen. Donk. There we are. And we're going to wrap things up. I'm going to pop down one final save. Thank you again, Silencio Steve. That's really, really kind of you. 4 gifted subs tonight. My lord. Alright, there we are. And let's go and see if we can't find someone to raid as well. Let's pass on the love. I've got 2 solid raids today. So let's see if we can share that.